HOA, by the way, of Tuscany.
Jim Ross,
Hello.
16 Terra Place. Couple of questions. Is the developer's agreement been finalized yet for?
The tri-party,
Yes.
we're waiting for one signature.
Ron has signed the agreement.
The township has signed the
We've
agreement.
approved the agreement. Problem right now is Earl Dennis, wait, he has not signed the agreement, so I know I was communicating, I gave him, I think.
Bruce has been eager, it's Earl.
Well, Bruce has been up my butt.
Yeah, ours too.
So I did, because he's called me 2 times today. So I sent an email to Earl saying it needs to be done by, I think, middle of last week. I haven't heard anything, and there's a couple other items, so tomorrow I'll send an email to him saying, we need to sign ASAP.
When this thing gets executed, the money that you're putting in escrow to complete our infrastructure, will that be given to you immediately and put into, you're gonna wait until
Well,
the
he
sale
has,
of Miranda?
he's got some time to fix it. I think there's a time limitation, if he doesn't fix it, then that money all comes to us. He has to fix it to
It's
our
gonna be an
section.
escrow.
Well, yeah, but the money going escrow as soon as this agreement is signed.
No, it's the sale of them. The
When
closing.
Miranda buys the property, that's when you guys get the money.
If they ever buy the property, the way
If
Earl's
they
done-
ever buy the property,
It
yeah.
goes into
Well,
escrow, they have a certain amount of time to fix it and release the escrow comes to us at closing.
When they sell the property, how will the township know when that property is sold? And how will the residents of Tuscany Estates know?
Well, it's simple, when you sell property, Ms. Spears, when they sell property, what happens?
They request tax information, they request information from the township prior to the sale.
So,
So she'll be the first one to know.
Very good. One last thing. As you know, we've never received any of the common property up there, okay? And we are now being asked to take over the community building and the community pool, okay? All of which was built in 2015, inspected by Harold Ivy. Certificates were issued as far as occupancy. The association requested the new borough code official do an inspection for us, because per the Planned Community Development Act, we were supposed to receive all this stuff in as new condition. That means we would have to get this property meeting whatever codes this township is currently working to. And the only one that can review that is your code enforcement officer. We were told that they couldn't do that, okay? And plus, we are now, I've looked at the documents, there's no occupancy, maximum for that. It doesn't tell us how many people are allowed in it. The occupancy permit just is written like it's an occupancy permit for a single-family home. This is not a single-family home, it's going to be a community.
so
building.
I'm not sure, but maybe Mr. Bailey knows, isn't it the fire marshal that makes a distinguish on how many people can be in a,
Yeah.
oh, there he is. I
don't
saw
know
you come in
how
and
it
this,
works because the township always did it, we never got no calls.
Yeah.
okay,
It's normally your code
Right.
enforcement
Okay.
officer would
Right, when we
review.
issue an occupancy permit, and this
for
has
a
been
public
since.
facility or whatever.
Correct, it's been this way since the code was enacted. You put the number of, the occupant load basically of that use,
Okay,
and I'm
And
not.
like I said, we are now currently being asked to accept a building that is 9 years old and was inspected under codes in 2015. I know the IBC, that this township goes by, is way past that.
the only thing that I can tell you as a board chair, is if you get me what you're requesting, our zoning and code officer to do for Tuscany, and I get a price of what that would cost this township to do, and then the board can take a vote.
That's
just
fine,
if-
I
if
offered
that's
to
what you're-
pay for it from the get-go when we requested it. We
Okay.
don't have a problem with that.
So if you could, and I get her point, she works at the will of the board, so it has to, so I'm glad you're here tonight. If you get a list of what you're asking, we can find out how much that'll cost you. And then we can vote as a board to allow, but we need some form of written request of what you're asking.
I'll put a written request and I'll send it through the secretary. Thank you.
Alright. That is all the public comment.